Hi everyone, Sylvia here. New video for you today. We got in a new shipment of seeds. These are from Pine Tree Seeds. And I'll be going through those. What we picked up. We're also going to be doing some seed starting. And then creating a mix just of stuff that I have left over from last year. To get the seeds started for this year. So start with the seeds. So biennials. So this is every other year. I picked up some clary sage. That one started indoors 6 to 8 weeks before last frost. Our last frost here is about April 14th, so mid-April. So we should be starting these mid-February. Yeah, mid-February. I won't be here, so we'll be a little bit late, but be all right. I also got some silver sage there. Same thing, 4 to 6 weeks before last frost. Most of these are going to be herbs that I picked up that I couldn't find in other places, and they have one that I was super excited about to pick up that I'll show you. It's not an herb, it's a vegetable, but I was super excited. For the annuals for this year, we picked up hibiscus, roselle. Plan on doing almost like a tea garden, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. We've got borage. Gonna be planting that all around the garden. From my understanding, it's a good companion plant to put with other stuff. It brings in the good pollinators, especially around cucumbers and such. So definitely be trying that one. The fenugreek. So more of a medicinal quality to some of these is the whole reason that I'm putting in there. And then I can put the links down below, or once I actually start growing these, I can do videos dedicated to each of the herbs and what they do medicinally. Kind of like this one is a toothache plant. It's also called spilanthes. So this one, you can make a tea out of it and almost do like a mouthwash. We had it last year for the first time, worked really good for like a numbing mouthwash. And if you take the little buds, you can chew them, put them on your gum, and it'll numb your gum. It's going to make you salivate everywhere, but it worked really good. The kids basically had fun with it, just playing with it last year. For this set, we also got some white sage. Some feverfew. So this one's good for migraines, fevers. It'll make you sweat out when you're sick. Marshmallow. A lot of digestional pluses for this one. Lemon eucalyptus. There. I'm hoping to grow that in the bathrooms, just to freshen up the bathroom, get the oils, like when you get a shower and steam up the bathroom, helps with your nose. This one I've never heard of, but it's called Zatar. If I'm saying it wrong, please correct me. From what I was reading, it has almost like a mix of flavors to it. A little oregano, a little parsley, a lot of different things. So I figured it's something I've never heard of, so it would be fun to grow. And that's a lot of what our garden is around here. Is I don't want to grow plants that I can go to the store and pick up for 99 cents a pound, or whatever it is. I want to grow stuff that most people have never heard of. I want the black tomatoes. I want, the crazy herbs. So continue from there. I got these two for Tommy. Now Tommy loves mustard. And then I got a white mustard and a brown mustard. Plan just to see if I can grow them. They weren't too expensive. See if I can grow them, create, homemade mustard. This one was a really cute pepper. and I'm gonna murder this, by Quinho, red hot pepper, jicama. So my understanding with jicama is really good for keto diets and such. So figured that would be a fun one to try. Lettuce. I have all kinds of lettuce right now in the back, but this one I've never seen before, and I thought it would be really interesting. It's a crisp mint, so figured it would be fun. Like I said, something I've never heard of before. Definitely I can say, hey, I've tried it, I've grown it, you know, I recommend it, or whatnot. These two here were my super excited to find. I know I'm going to talk about Jess a lot. I love Jess from Roots and Refuge. She was talking the other day. It may have been a recent video, or it may have been an old one, because I like rewatching a lot of her old ones. But she was planting a purple peacock broccoli. And I tried to find it, and this is the only place that I could find that had it in stock and ready to ship. And that's why we ended up ordering a lot of these. Now this one, it has a purple stalk and like really deep green florets on top. Super pretty. I'll try and link a picture or see if I can edit this to add a picture in there. And then while I was searching around, I found this one. So this one's a Miranda broccoli. So it is green stalks and red florets up top. So again, I've never heard of either one of them, so I think that would be really fun just to give it a try and see if we could grow them. Worst it happens, I lose a couple of bucks for some seeds, you know, or I can find a new vegetable that we absolutely love around here. So we will see how these go for this year. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna be making a soil mix here in our little Rubbermaid container. Right now, what we're doing, we're gonna be adding some of these that I had left over from last year. I've got 4 of them left over. So, and these, you just add water, super easy. And then grab that, please. Yep, the bag. Again, this is stuff we have left over. Bring that here. We're gonna put the rest of this in there. It's just a Kellogg's organic potting mix. Again, it's just stuff that we had left over. Put some nutrients in it, still get good drainage for the plants. Got this in. So these here seed starters are 72 of the holes are in each one of these. So what we're going to be starting today, to get everything set up, we're going to be doing a lot of our brassicas, kales. I already have some collard greens out there, but it has snowed 2 times this past week, so they're probably not going to make it to spring. So we'll do broccolis, kales, probably some collard greens, some other small brassicas for the garden for first thing in the spring. We may actually try some onion starch, see how that goes, and then kind of go from there. Alright, so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to plant some artichokes. Seeds aren't super tiny. But they are older seeds now. Some of my seeds are from last year. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant these in some larger pots that we put together, just so I don't have to transplant them quite as much. So they're 3.5-inch pots there. And then what we're going to do, we're going to probably put 2 seeds to each pot for a total of 3 pots. And then we'll see how we go. Actually, honey, I only need 3. Sorry. Thank you.
I'm gonna color code them.
Are you?
Whenever you do like a different one, I'll do a different color.
Sounds good to me. So like I said, since these are from last year, I'm not sure of the germination rate for them because I know they'll drop. The germination rate will drop the older they get. They'll still germinate. They'll still grow as long as they do germinate. I think my gardener actually was able, I think it was like an 85-year-old tomato seeds he was able to grow. So it's just your germination rate might drop. So we've got 3 of those started there. And then here we're going to be doing our kales and everything. Not radishes. We can do some lettuce. Want to do some lettuce? Yeah. Or let's do some kales. How about you do 1,000 head kales?
Yeah.
There. Okay. We're going to do some tatsoi this year. Now one that we have been liking a lot this last little bit has been the red Ursa kale and the red Russian, red Jack. So we'll do those. We've got some broccoli, some cauliflowers. Those will be good. So we've got this purple of Sicily cauliflower that we're going to do. We'll do a Romanesco broccoli. It's really pretty. And then we've got a green Macerata cauliflower. We'll do those. We've got some red Reuben Brussels sprouts, so these will be good with it cooler. Now those, actually I might not be able to do these. Those take 155 days to grow. That's crazy long. So yeah, we won't do the Brussels sprouts. Rutabagas, onions. All right. We've got some white Lisbon bunching onions. I'll just finish up that pack. It's just leftovers from last year. And then we've got some crimson bunching onions. Again, leftover from last year. And we'll just see how they grow. Bok choy, we definitely like those. Swiss chard, we like those. And then the kohlrabi. So we'll do some kohlrabi. And then we'll do some Swiss chard. See if they grow. In this one flat, and then we'll see what we're gonna do on the other flat. I know we need to start some peppers. Like I said, we're gonna start those a little earlier this year. Give them a little bit of a jump start. So, all right. All right, guys, so we're back. Me and Tony finished up planting the 4 trays. This one ended up being mainly herbs, or actually it's all herbs. So we've got different types of sages: borage, white sage, feverfew, marshmallows, attar, chives, roselle. In this one here, and then we will package these all up and put them up under the grow lights when we get back to the back room. And then we've got the tatsoi, kales, kohlrabis, Brussels sprouts. We did end up doing the red Brussels sprouts just to see if they're going to do anything. Figured it'll be fun. The blue curled kale, Swiss chard, the Romanesco broccoli, which is a really cool green broccoli. It kind of forms a cone, which is really nice. Purple cauliflower, the Miranda broccoli, which I was saying earlier, is the green stalk with the red florets, and then the peacock broccoli, which is the red stalks with like a teal green floret, which is really pretty, and then a green cauliflower. Down here we mainly just started onions, some bunching onions, see if we can get those to start up in the 3.5-inch pots, and then we did some herbs. Parsley, some red Reuben basil. I've never been able to get that stuff to grow to save my life. Can't do it, but I haven't given up yet. It's kind of the same way you'll find out when it comes to spring. I do not do well growing melons for some reason out here. I've tried cantaloupes, different types of watermelon. I think last year I got one Moon and Stars watermelon, and it was about this big, and it rotted on the vine. I don't know what I'm missing. I may actually end up taking some of the soil and sending it out to be tested to see what amendments I need, because apparently, you know, what's there is not sufficient to grow watermelons. Besides that, I hope you enjoyed. This will get us into the spring cool weather. A lot of this stuff can be actually put outside prior to the last frost, because a lot of them are frost hardy. As far as the broccolis, the kales, and all that, they will be okay with a light frost, so we can move those out probably March time frame. So that'll give them at least 6 weeks inside to get them up, get them moving. Figure probably about March, mid to late March, we can put those outside in the beds and see what they're going to do this year. And then while those are growing, I will start again with tomatoes. One thing we still have to do tonight though is peppers. We haven't done those yet. What plan probably is going to be is doing a tray kind of like this one here, which is a 72 hole tray, and just do the peppers in it, because the boys and I absolutely love peppers. Terrence especially, he likes the hotter the better for some reason. I don't think he likes his intestinal lining, but he last year he grew the Carolina Reapers, the Trinidad Scorpions, stuff like that, like super hot peppers. So we will probably be doing those again this year, and then see how that goes. But we do want to go ahead and start those here soon. That way they have a little bit more time indoors, get them a little stronger before we transplant them outdoors. Now those probably won't go outdoors until May time frame, at least a month after last frost, just so they don't get stunted with a cold when we move them outside. That way it's warm, set down really good roots. So by the time this stuff is starting to get pulled up, we'll amend the beds again, and then we'll put down the summer stuff. Tomatoes, peppers, squash, stuff like that. So, but this is our start for this year. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.